Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Going to do a monthly close. Tomorrow's new candle for the month of July. Here we go from the dollar. You can see on a daily chart the nice W, the kind of breakdown, and the reversal bar, and then the shoot all the way up. Right now we're doing the bullish retracement back into support, and so far it held on a daily. Weekly, still being pushed back by the resistance of the SMA 34 on a weekly chart. Right now price is stuck between resistance and support, so let's keep an eye on that. The only thing about the weekly chart is this line of support is pretty steep, so let's see if we can get another opposing point to make it leaner. For the month, still below the EMA 8, but it did close, I believe, if my eyes are correct, above previous close. Or is it right at close? Can't be sure, but it's real close. Stuck between the EMA 8 and the 13, above the SMA 34 on a monthly chart. Nice bounce for the dollar. A lot of these seem to be saved by the bell, by the monthly closes. So moving on to the S&P, you can see the bounce saved by the bell today and the week, as Brexit took it all the way down, bounced all the way back up. So now we're above the lower highs again. So see what happens for the month on the S&P. Very nice bounce, saved by the bell, right above the lower highs on the monthly chart. The only thing that's holding it back now is the previous highs. So see what happens. So you can see the close just below the line. So nice end of the day. Seemed to me like a painting the tape at the end of the month. So see what happens next month. But this could be another whipsaw. The area between support of the 34 and the trend line is getting narrower, so let's see if price can get back into the previous pattern and see what happens. Going for the 10-year bond, the yield, you can see the drop off and the little recovery, but kind of got slammed back after it hit resistance, which is previous lows. It's a daily chart. Keep watching this 10-year bond because Germany is now negative, so I'm wondering where this is going to end up. You can see the drop off and a slight recovery. We are working with a lower high on a weekly chart, but again it got knocked back from the previous lows, and so it's still bearish. For a month on the 10-year, you can see how close it is to breaking down, and quite honestly it just about did break down. So we'll see what happens. You can see the bearish flag on a monthly now. Flag. You can see the breakdown, push up, and then the bearish retracement and the breakdown. Another bearish retracement and breakdown. So I imagine it's going to take another leg down this next month, so we'll see what happens. Deutsche Bank on a teeter, closing on its lows on a monthly chart and well below previous lows. So it does not look good for Deutsche Bank as it has broken weekly support. The German bond, 10-year yield is now negative 10, almost negative 11. You can see the push before Brexit, the drop off, and now the we are working with a higher low, but it is at negative 10 and even more after hours. You can see on a weekly the breakdown below previous lows, which is a no-brainer, and on a monthly close, no chance to paint the tape on this one, as it is broken down drastically. Does not look good out there. Let's go to crude. Crude is held up every other day. It's a story about oil surging, oil dropping off, blah blah blah. If you look at the long-term chart, it looks bullish. It's staying above the EMA 8. Look for previous high breaks, as we're still looking for the target of 60 on crude. And the monthly close, it's working off a V bottom, so probably we need an opposing point to come down, but I don't know if it's going to stay up here forever, as it does have support above 50. So it needs to get above 50, which is previous high, but we are working with support down here. We are working off of double bottom, so look for an opposing point, and that way it can refresh itself, gather its legs, keep going. 60 is the target. Gold, oh, gold looks like gold after hours just took off. It's a 60-minute chart. The last hour it just took off. Nice hammer over support, EMA bounce, nice hammer bounce right there. Took previous high breaks, boom, it's taken off as we speak after hours. Pretty nice. Did not see that. You can see the ultimate pattern as it's breaking out. We need to break previous highs. Really nice. Gold and silver, bullish. That's a 60-minute chart. Let's go to a weekly. You can see it's got a lot of work to do, but that small 60-minute chart looks like it's going to break out. Could break into previous highs. Let's stay above previous low, or previous high, excuse me, 1300, which that double break, that double top break was storytelling. For the month, you can see the breakout now. Gotta get rid of these. You can see the monthly chart breakout very clearly now, as previous highs of 1300 have been broke. So I think my target was 1475, first target, and then ultimately 16 on the next few months. I believe I said by the fall, hopefully before the election, but anything can happen. This thing going up $150 in a few months is not a problem on a monthly break. So see what happens. Silver, same thing, monthly chart broke out. 18 was the break, and it just kept going today. Nothing was stopping it today. You can see the importance of getting above 1850 and holding, as previous lows are now a battlefield. Upwards into 23. So I think I have a target on this for 23 to 24. Actually, between 22 and 24 was my target. But we have to consolidate above 1850, which are these previous lows. It's a very, very big point on the chart. So it's not there yet, but we do have a breakout, and it is above, very importantly, above the SMA 34 on a monthly chart, which is very nice. And you can see the break on a weekly if you were watching it. The flat top break at 18 just knocked it out. Knocked it out once, came down, buy into support, broke again, buy another, off and running. Surprised it didn't smack 19, but it looks like gold's running after hours, so why not get this thing another 15 cents and smack that 19 and back off. See what happens. But so with silver, it's such a small market and very volatile, one of the most volatile. So once this thing starts running, I think that we might see some very big days, ups and downs, ups and downs. So be prepared for that. Very volatile. Copper, let's see how we close on a weekly and monthly. Looks like it recovered very nicely, made an opposing point higher low, jumped across, and now we are above all the moving averages on a weekly chart. Very nice. Copper on a monthly, looks like we got a bullish piercing pattern. We did close below resistance though, so it might have a little struggle from here to get above the EMA 13 on a monthly, as previous lows are going to try to knock it back. But if this thing follows gold and silver, we might have a nice runner pretty soon. Flat top break is at 230. Pretty nice. GDX, pretty good week, as a flat top break came in at 26. It's been running back and forth, and for a month you can see very clearly the breakout on a monthly chart, breaking previous highs. And EMA and 8 and 13 are above the 34 SMA, so we got a change in bullishness and a definite breakout on a monthly chart. We are running into resistance, and always resistance on the way up, but not a lot considering where it came from. Looks like maybe a run to, let's call it 40. Previous low, 40. See if we can get up there on GDX. GDXJ, same thing. It's following that 8 all the way up on a weekly, and for a monthly, very clearly, you can see the breakout. So watch previous lows as your resistance lines. You got a resistance at 60 and 70. Pretty much a flat top break at 45.50 and a previous low at 45.50. So it's a few dollars off from resistance, but once it gets past that, we can get to 60 and then 70. So pretty nice. Good job, guys. Thanks for watching. Please comment, share, like. Let me know if you're making money. I hope that you are. Just look at those monthly charts and the flat top breaks on the upside. And always, when you see trend change, when the longer term is bullish, always buy into support. So you'll always buy those dips when you get a trend change, and then wait for the breakout. Thanks again, guys. Tomorrow's Friday, may do a weekly close, but monthly closes are much nicer and better to gauge the future. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll see if I'll do another video tomorrow, but just take care and keep your heads on straight. See ya.